Hey, how you guys doing? It's Medusa from Brothers Comics. Welcome to Cartoons and Cereal Part 3, y'all. If you were watching on YouTube, you know the show this week is Kid Video. It says Kid Video Part 2 Electric Boogaloo because we had an aborted record there. Remember, Cartoons and Cereal is our recap show where we go back and look at cartoons from our youth to see if it holds up over time. In the first 2 weeks, we watched Dungeons and Dragons from 1983, G.I. Joe from 1984. And this week it is the producer's pick. It is Kid Video from 1983, 84 ish, in and of itself. On the line tonight, I have one person that has seen as many kid videos as I have seen GI Joes. It's Brother Beavis. What's happening, man? Multigrain Beavis if you're
I
on YouTube.
think I'm a
No.
spectator for this one. We'll see how it goes.
I wish I could
Yeah,
speak
noted.
to you.
Also on the line, it's Big Hutch. What's happening, man?
Hello.
Yes. All right. We're going to get into it really quick. And the episode in and of itself for Kid Video is rather long. So I'm going to go through some of the slides fairly quickly. But we got to get to the cereal part first. So the cereal question this week, in your youth, and Hutch and I can kind of confirm or deny or whatever on this, but in your youth, did you ever win anything like off the back of one of them cereal boxes? Like, oh, call this number, send in these box tops, freaking decode this whatever and then send this in. Did you ever win anything?
No, like no, and I don't know if there was ever anything like I really wanted or anything like that. Now I would do if like I had a gang of like mail-in action figure stuff. Like if you
Mhm.
send in this many of that, you get this. With as long as you pay more money on top of that, I
Yeah.
definitely did that. But as far
Yeah.
as cereal, no, I don't. I don't remember. I mean, I still have to work for a living, so clearly not.
Hutch, did you ever get anything not out of the box, but on the back of the
Right.
cereal box? Hutch was a noted reader of the back of the cereal box in our youth.
I
Uh,
mm, I'm thinking, man. I used to do I did a lot of them things too.
Me too.
The
Yes.
the right the invisible ink pen. I think there was a record or something on one of them boxes, and you
Mm,
played it.
Yeah.
hmm
I mean I did a lot of stuff, and I sent in a lot of stuff. Did we win anything?
hmm
Maybe some tickets or some discounted stuff for other toys to buy, stuff like
I
that.
I got something out of one of those boxes where I had to call a number and I got like a pack of Bubblicious bubble gum like sent in the mail. I don't remember what it was. There was another time on Captain Crunch though where they had a number that you had to call, and the shit was like, you call the number, and thank God. I mean, again, I wouldn't even be here if it shit cost any money, so it had to be toll free because they would have beat me. It was like, you call a number or whatever, and they'd be like, enter the code. And they'd be like, sorry, you're not an instant winner. And they would just hang up on you.
I remember that.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
exactly. Yes, like sorry, you're not an instant winner, and then hang up. I'm like, damn,
Right.
So we kept buying more of that cereal. It was Captain Crunch, and
Yeah,
then
it was
just
Captain
whatever
Crunch. Yeah.
code was on there, you just get this code, call a call, and nothing. And
Right.
so yeah, I mean, just kind of like curious because somebody won that shit.
So, yeah,
Somebody
somebody, yeah,
did.
somebody won probably a scholarship to
Yes.
somewhere or
Mm,
something. Yeah, they were giving away stuff, and we tried it, and we ate a
mhm.
whole gang load of
A
cereal.
whole bunch of cereal. Yes.
Right.
So yeah. So that was just kind of my
Had to
that
shred
thought
your
to
I
me.
mouth,
got a drink
shred
on
your
that.
mouth on that Captain Crunch to try
Yeah,
to.
yes, for sure. Yeah, I in my house today. I was kind of looking before we got started. I have not Honey Nut Cheerios, Frosted Cheerios.
Yes.
Some My son bought all berries Captain Crunch. And I was like, I don't know how he can talk at this point in his life. Um, and I think there is some Honey Nut. That's about what's living
Jeez.
in this house. What's living in your house, there, brother B?
We have multigrain Cheerios and cinnamon life right now.
Mm,
Oh my lord!
nice,
But
Hutch.
Man,
Bring the
I'm
sugar.
laughing at y'all, but right where I bought some Apple Jacks, but I also bought some damn blueberry checks.
Mm.
All right.
Yeah, I mean that's trying.
I'm
Do you know
trying,
Apple
right,
Jacks and Fruit Loops are essentially the same thing?
yes,
Like just
and
different
there's
colors?
all the pieces of Apple Jacks don't taste like apple or Jacks.
Yeah. I only recently found out there were 2 different colors in the apple. I was like, "Word?"
What? Martha? Did y'all know that there was 2 freaking different colors of
Why'd you
Apple
say
Jacks?
that name?
Oh, well done. Well, leading in that, let's get into kid video, y'all. So we'll go with our Wikipedia facts that are never wrong. If you're on YouTube, you'll get a chance to see that. If not, you gotta just kind of fake it till you make it. So what we did last week, Hutch, when we did
G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe, it's not that it had to be defended all that much, but Brother Beavis was defending his love of the show and his history of the show.
Can I cut in? I watched G.I. Joe in my youth. I like G.I. Joe and all their characters, Cobra Commander, and I like the Baroness and all. Yeah, I like the bad guys.
We
in
all
there.
like the
I
Baroness.
know the characters.
Yes, we speculated that our love of redheads came from Scarlet.
I
And
like the
2,
Baroness.
oh no, and 2, that the Baroness cosplay that has come from that is just off the charts. Yeah. Dark hair chick, glasses. All right, well, we're good. Take me wherever you want. Yeah, kidnap me. Yeah, all right. So here we go. So kid video, our facts or whatever, ran on NBC from 84 to 85, 27 total episodes, which is, again, we're thinking about the 95 episodes of G.I. Joe, essentially in the same time frame. They're premiered on September 8th, 1984, in a creation of Saban and Deke. You see that little like at the end of the shows or whatever. So, yeah. All right. So here's your premise of this particular show. As I'm going through my slides here. Hold on. So basically, a teenage garage band gets pulled into an alternate dimension called the Flip Side, and they have wacky adventures to the tunes of music, and the show would end on like a song that this teenage group that they put together in a monkeys fashion sings a song at the end that would be an original a piece. But also during the show there would be songs that were fairly popular on MTV or whatever at the time that would play in the episode by parts of the villains, which were called the Copycats. They would just be playing songs. Like in the first episode, they play like a couple of Lionel Richie songs, which were popular at the time, when Lionel Richie stopped being black. Anyway, Chris Tucker joke. Anyway, so this was an MTV situation where they tried to, do this and make a cartoon out of how hot MTV was coming out of that. And like I said, a bunch of musicians' songs line up in there. Lionel Richie, Rockwell, I think Diana Ross, Duran Duran, New Edition, like songs from these popular groups wound up on the show as well. I'm assuming they gave them some money for that, Hutch. Would you assume, or they just?
I'm pretty sure people got paid. Producer, also my brother.
Yes.
I was in the same household at the time.
Mm-hmm. I'm aware of that.
Yes, that. So, man, I know there was no way in hell that we saw 27 episodes of this.
No, absolutely not.
You saw 27 episodes of this.
Correct.
We might have saw 2
or 7. Yes, I agree. Yeah, this is something that we've come up with when we talk about the Saturday shows, at least from the first one from Dungeons and Dragons, is that the preempting of and or Saturday shit that we had to do, which essentially for us would have been go to the grocery store with your mother and go to Cub Foods for 2 hours getting groceries out of them at the grocery store. Being kind. And then bring that shit home, put it away. That was a whole day's activity.
And go to McDonald's.
Yes. But that was a whole activity. So you missed all the cartoons at that point. And this is 84 to 85. So we would have been right on the cusp of possibly getting a VCR. And that shit was to record Young and the Restless. And wrestling. And not
dope operas and wrestling.
Not kid video. So So you never heard of this show, brother? Beavis?
Never have I ever heard of Kid Video.
And yes, it's a rip off. I mean, it's MTV meets the Monkees meets
Yes.
what other? There was another, the Archies.
Scooby Doo and Archie. Yes, correct. It's Scooby Doo, really. Yes, like a group or whatever. Yeah, I get you. So, all right. Come on. All right. So if you on YouTube, if you look at my
man,
if you look at my if you're on YouTube, you can see my reasons for why I enjoyed this show.
oh my lord.
Okay.
A graph. Oh,
You got problems.
you ain't lying.
All right. So
This is why you suck at math.
what? It's the bathroom, dude. All right.
You need to use math for good, not this shit.
Hey man, a graph.
All right. So the reason that I watch this show primarily, I'm crying. All right. So the reason I watch this show primarily is if you're on YouTube, like it was for freaking like Gabrielle, like the main lady character. She played the drums in the band or whatever. Like that. I mean, again, that's that. Okay. So this is 84, 85. So I'm like 13, 14 when this shit comes on. Yeah, exactly. So if you could turn that graph into like Gabrielle / horny, like either or of those would have worked in that. But then it also appealed to me like at 10% for like, I loved MTV. You give me like the rock video, rock star, the lead singer, whatever, like, doing his like version of Rick Springfield, Duran Duran or whatever the hell, like that appealed to me. And then the other 5% is like, because I just like Scooby-Doo like shows. Like, I love like a group ensemble cartoon, from Scooby-Doo to
Archie.
Jabba Jaw to Archie to Captain Caveman. Like
Right.
I love like all those goofy type shows. I mean, Hutch can confirm that. So this was just like combining the music part of it, like from MTV and Scooby-Doo, essentially, and had like a really hot girl in it. That's basically it.
Were there? Oh, this is awful. Were there any Spanish people in our universe
at this time? Look, man.
Right. In the city that we grew up in, the school we went to.
Yes, I'm sure there is, but
I can't remember.
Tito Santana doesn't care.
The Tito Santana don't in our neighborhood.
In our neighborhood, no.
In our neighborhood, at our school.
Maybe in the school, but not necessarily.
I can't remember. I can't remember one, but yes, this is going back 40 something years. This, that girl from the Bloodhound Gang. Was she wasn't Spanish, was she?
I don't know.
Yeah. But anyway, yes, your love for the south of the border kind of started around here.
Yeah, it might have.
And us going to Disney World. So
she's now redheaded. All right.
Yeah,
that was basically it. And again, I remember like when this show was about to come out, and again, we're dating ourselves here too. But if you're listening to this, more than like you're old as fuck too. Like this was one of those shows where they used to do like the preview show of the Saturday morning cartoons.
Yes,
like they would get like a show, like it would be hosted by like, I don't know, fucking Bob Hope, Lucille Ball. Somebody would like, oh my God, this Saturday coming up is going to be Scooby-Doo Part 7 Electric Boogaloo and like all this stuff. And this was like, oh wow, they're doing like a show with like that. I was like that. And look at that girl. Oh my God.
Yeah, right. They used to do it with. I remember the cast of Different Strokes, or they introduced some of the NBC shows.
Yeah, that would be like that was probably where this came up. So all right, that graph is dope. All right, all right. So here's your voice actors here. You got Brian Scott as Kid Video as the nickname there. He's looking very much like he should be in Cobra Kai in this picture if you're watching it on YouTube. Next up, we got who's next?
Robbie Rist.
Robbie Rist as
Oliver.
Wiz. That is Cousin Oliver. I how about I just found that out doing the research for this? It didn't click at all. Not at all. And I was like, wait, Cousin Oliver was on this show? It did not. I did not read. Well, because think about it. Well, Cousin Oliver ruined that show in what, the mid to late 70s?
Yeah.
It didn't get to the mid 70s. It got, I think it ran off of like 72 or 3.
Okay. So, but if that's the case, and then he was obviously persona non grata, we wouldn't have seen him. And yeah, you didn't know anything about people at that point in time. And looking on the research like that, he's a a working voice actor even still to this day. So, like, yeah, he was on this show. You got Robbie Riss.
That explains why I was only last 4 years.
That's fair. Steve Alterman as Ash, the kind of keyboardist, bass player, whatever. That is your other character. All these people are still alive, by the way. Nobody.
That was my
dead.
next question.
Yes, and then Gabrielle and Elsa as Carla. Obviously the reason that we're watching this show. So whatever. She is still alive. I did do one of those Googles, like the dark beauty search.
Boy.
No, it's not bad. It's like she's like 60. And
Damn,
not
60.
bad. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all.
First off, as long as you're still with us, that helps.
Yeah, everybody's still alive, which was surprising. So, not like the wrestling pay-per-view or podcast. All right. So, and then let's see who else we have here. We have, I think, Glitter. It's the little freaking,
Tinkerbell.
Yes, exactly. Yes, with some and some of them things called the
headband and
flash dance style.
Yes, the flash dance. Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
yes,
boy.
there. Yeah, it's bad. And then our villain here is what's his name? The Master Blaster, which is essentially Danny DeVito.
Lord.
But it's really, I mean, if you see the episode, it's really just the Dungeon Master. Like, I mean, that's basically what it is. Yeah.
Man,
I know.
Sully, the dungeon.
I can't
master's
believe you're
name.
going
Nonsense.
Dude. Oh,
So again, my graph explains it all. There's no other reason, not no other, but again, it appealed to 13, 14-year-old me in the sense that, like, oh man, this dude's playing the guitar. He's like, got a rock group. This is Rick Springfield, but a teenager. Like, this appeals to me at 13. But then there's this girl. Okay, bet. Now, Hutch, I agree with you. There's no way in hell I seen 27 of these episodes. No way in hell.
and if you could find them, or anybody could find them.
Oh, sir, they are all over YouTube. You can see all 27 episodes on YouTube. Every single one of them. And you go to the comment section, and there's thousands of comments of people like talking about how they remember and love this show. You could go. You could go. I previewed this on Twitter, and there was a dude that was like, "Oh my goodness," who grew up in Ohio that I don't know, obviously. And he was like, I have this. He has a kid video shirt that he bought at Hot Topics. But no, not a retro shirt. Like, he bought it at Hot Topics within the last 10 years.
Huh.
It's not completely unknown outside of Brother Beavis. It's not completely unknown.
I'm keeping it real.
Yeah, exactly. I'm watching that shit. Fucking Dokken wasn't on there.
That's exactly it. If Def Leppard had been on, maybe, but
this is some Belmont football. We went undefeated and we won the state championship, and that kind of shit in football. That shit is a pipe dream. That shit don't exist except in our mind. If you ever write me about Rom again, you're gonna catch.
All right. So let's get to watching this terrible show, because it is bad. Like, I can't defend it at 50 something. I can't defend it.
This at 5.
No, I could defend it, and I again see the graph at 13. But at 5 or at 50 something, I can't defend this show. It's terrible. And so I'm only going to play bits and pieces of this because it's
Oh,
again,
good.
it's with it's with commercials, so it's like 29 minutes long.
no.
But I think we can have some fun with the commercials and not the YouTube commercials. Like whoever uploaded this uploaded it with the commercials of the day.
The Hostess Pie commercials.
Not that one, but there are some in here that we'll be like, we'll probably pop for a little bit. All right, so let me go to share.
Where are my gummies?
Let's see, kid video, share. Can y'all see?
Brother Beavis, I apologize in advance.
Well, I'm just glad you're here because if it had been just me, I'd have been like, yeah.
I gotta watch that shit. And then you'd be like, man, I gotta watch this shit. Oh,
all
right. All right. So, and the theme song and the end song are probably what it's most known for, I would say.
I would say that girl.
Yeah. I mean, maybe, but I think and we'll get to
that
it. That
woman, excuse me, she older than I am.
Yeah, we'll get to it at the end. But all right, so I gotta take the mute off, but I don't want to make it too loud because nobody would want to hear that.
Thank God I'm black, so I don't.
Y'all can see this. You can
see about every 50th frame.
I can't believe it.
Well, yeah, I know. On freaking Skype. All right.
For what it's worth, we can't hear anything.
You can't hear it?
No, I think that might be a good thing.
Now?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. You can't. You telling me that this is not going to appeal to 13-year-old me?
To 13-year-old.
Look at that guy.
God. Which one?
13-year-old Anglo-Saxon you.
Yeah. Oh shit. It's Narnia. Oh wait, wrong show.
All right. It's
Master Blaster.
It's like Mojo.
Yes, Mojo.
It is Mojo.
It is Mojo. You're right. It is.
You'll be my musical slave.
Mojo
My
sucks in
slaves.
this too.
He said they're gonna be his slaves, by the way. Yeah.
His slaves make for good TV.
Mm.
Well, we just got done watching G.I. Joe. They had like slaves in the gladiator pit on there.
Yep.
And some guy who was randomly twice the size of everybody else.
All right, so we're gonna go to the commercials here. And look at these commercials.
Video will return.
That's Casey Kasem.
Yeah, Casey Kasem's and all this stuff.
Waking up with this cereal is
Oh,
okay.
Geez.
Now the fact that I fucking would have never eaten oatmeal in 1983, 84, but the fact that I eat that shit like it's fucking going out of style now is the worst part ever of this.
Like it's the antidote for poison you can't get out of your body.
Yeah,
And if you don't have it every 24 hours, you're gonna die.
My Little Pony. I didn't know about the hair changing Little Pony.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I forgot, or whichever way you want to put
Feel
it.
sorry for girls at this time. They had the shittiest toys.
They had some shitty toys.
God.
Hey, but they still love that little microwave thing.
Oh, Easy Bake?
Put it
Easy
next
bake
to a
oven,
light
yeah.
bulb and let that.
Yes. Hey, just do the mix and let it cook for 7 hours.
Yeah. Leave it in the sun.
All right. So we're at on the flip side here. And while I'm watching this, I was like, they're riding the Magic School Bus. Now, Hutch, you might not know nothing about that, but
I do know about the Magic School Bus, but yeah,
it's bad.
I don't want to admit to it.
And it's really like Dungeons and Dragons too, which there had to be some overlap here, where you take the teens and put them in, and turn them into cartoons.
And then there's a short guy, Dungeon Master.
Yeah, and then try to get them out of the world. It's essentially trying to get out of the world every week. I mean,
except they became cool in the new world, not stayed basically exactly
How
who they
dare you.
were.
Yeah, so apparently, whatever the whatever the acid tripping or the weed sessions that they had in Hollywood.
Oh, there was definitely some drugs.
Oh yeah, well, right, of course. But yeah,
this is
apparently they
definitely
all
big
had
fun.
the same ideal, and they just deviated from about 2 degrees,
As
and
I
we
take
get
a sip
this
of my
and
soda.
Dungeons and Dragons.
I can definitely think that somebody was like, "Oh, we're gonna create like a new version of like the Monkees in an MTV era, and like we're gonna get these dudes." Now, again, y'all chose Cousin Oliver as a part of this group, so I'm not sure if that was a great idea. But like
So-
I've seen, go ahead.
Were they actually credible performers in the live
Yes.
action part of this? Okay, so
Yes,
all right.
and they like the song that's at the end of this episode, like I guess became like this huge hit in Europe or in Israel,
What?
excuse me. Yes, like a huge hit. Like and I've seen like the lady, Carla and Ash, they go to like places and remember and like perform like some of the songs on this. They like
This
made a
is-
whole album.
This is How I Met Your Mother,
I mean,
where old girl was popular in Canada.
yeah. Yes.
Oh,
Robin Sparkles, by the way. But yes,
holy mackerel!
yeah. And
Well,
there's a
another thing that another reference they probably could have got this off of was the Beatles and the Yellow Submarine.
Mhm. Also influenced by drugs.
Yes, highly influenced by drugs. And none of the Beatles were in it actually. They're all
Mhm.
other people. But that's another story. And that's what this reminds me of kind of too.
Yeah. And so Glitter, when she sneezes, she gets super strong, but it only lasts for a little bit.
Oh, thanks. I needed that.
Yes. Yeah. It's
I needed that
essentially the
asterisk.
wasp. Essentially the wasp.
Essentially.
Magic school bus.
Ah, yeah.
That's her catchphrase. What are you doing?
I
Carla's
didn't know that.
Yes.
That's even worse.
How you feeling, brother Beavis?
I'm looking forward to being over.
Yes.
He's got the vest. He's got the chachi like bandana wrapped around his
This
leg.
is your Rick Springfield.
It is my
influence.
Rick.
Worse.
This
Yeah.
guy has transcended the need for sleeves, apparently.
Yeah,
Like,
come on.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yes. Hey, there's no Rick Springfield slander on this show, sir. Ever.
Rick Springfield is
Pussy bandit.
he right, and I had I can't. I'm not a bit anymore of this stuff.
Mhm.
La la la.
But I mean, seriously though, like there's a reference to records here, with like, oh, he's speaking at like 78 speed, and they try to get him down to 33 and a third.
Oh.
It's just like, yeah. But again, it's a dated reference, but at this point you would know, right? You would have known that in 83.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, records are coming back. Or
Yeah.
so I don't know about 78 speed, but sure.
Get your 45s out.
Yeah. 78s were outdated when we were growing up. If I remember
And so
correctly.
I think probably there are probably several hundred reasons why this was not successful, but one of them is that it has like the animation is shitty.
But
Yeah,
that
I
ain't
mean,
it because the
but no.
animation, the same people did this animation did about another 5 or 10 that we grew up watching.
Yeah,
That
but
ain't it.
I think if the animation was better and you're tying in, like I think this Lionel Richie song is about to come in here.
But they would have had to license all the music too.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like in 83, 84, how much licensing were people really doing?
They were
So here's
doing a
Lionel
lot.
They didn't have DRM takedowns at the time.
Nah.
They
No.
didn't have that, but
Yeah.
people, I mean,
Oh, it's the
people, I mean,
copycat.
the rap
Copycat.
industry was stealing left and right or sampling left and right, but them record labels, they were sending out lawyers to make sure that they got paid.
But again, well, and I would also say if they talk to Lionel Richie to bring it into a semi-serious topic here too, What only the first black video on there was what Billie Jean on MTV. So this was like another opportunity for him to get his music out there that wasn't just on radio. You know what I mean? Younger audience. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I'm just saying it might have been a thing too that he was like, oh, why the
Trying
hell
to
not?
say he didn't sell out. By being
Yes,
on Kid
exactly.
Video. All right.
Right, exactly. No, I'm definitely not saying that, but yeah, I understand what you're saying. Look, SpaghettiOs, yo.
We ate plenty of SpaghettiOs and roller coasters and all them.
SpaghettiOs are awful.
SpaghettiOs.
You had
but
any
They
like
were
you
all
wanted
awful.
hold up. If you put a hot dog in there, you a fucking liar.
to-
Okay?
Maybe.
We did
SpaghettiOs
it.
with hot
I
dog.
did
That's what
it.
I'm saying. No, when they came out, game changer. When they put them SpaghettiOs with some hot dogs in them,
I
game changer.
kind of like the meatballs better.
I
That's
did
fine.
like the meatballs too. Yeah, I love me some roller coaster.
Yeah, I don't think they sell that one no more.
It's probably a reason because it would probably kill you.
So we have like for the Florida people here. So we have like you have to buy a bunch of stuff for hurricane season. So you buy like a bunch of raviolis and shit, to keep in there. And then at the end of hurricane season, you just hold like a hurricane party on your block or whatever. So people just like bring out like piles of freaking shit and just put it out and people come and eat it because it won't stay for too long. So all right, I'm gonna skip ahead here. I think you get the gist of this show, right?
Oh, we got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you think
I'm
you got
following.
it or whatever. I'm trying to get to the other set of commercials here, but essentially they thwart the copycats.
Shocking.
Of course.
There's Lionel Richie again. Just you and I.
Oh, that's him really singing.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It's their music.
That's the
I
copycat
thought
singing,
one of them-
yo.
I thought one of
Yeah.
the Kid Bop videos where the kids were singing it.
No.
Some
All right,
Glee
wait.
ripoff.
Here we go. What's this?
That's a
Colgate, man.
Crest and the
Crest,
Cavity Creeps.
No.
They had this freaking. Oh, you remember that?
Oh, I definitely remember that. But yeah, that was anime. That was Japanese animation
Yeah.
right there. That was
They
quality.
had that
stuff.
art. It would have been good.
Right. Oh yeah, that's Japanese animation.
What the hell is this?
I don't remember this.
Familiar with this one.
Yeah, let's
Bloodsucker
have a
King.
red shit come out of the dragon's ass.
What is happening?
I bet if you had that. What is it? Blood
Look at
shark?
this guy.
Rated PG.
We now return to Kid
All right.
Video.
Let's
So we can get to the end of this here,
Thank the
and
Lord.
you tell me. So they get captured. They get out. I think there was another song. Yeah. There's another and then each show, instead of ending on "Hey, now you know," they would end on like a music video.
Right.
There's one more commercial, and then it goes to that. So let's go to that, and then we'll go to the music video.
Damn,
What's
that's the
this?
Munchie cheese. What were them things?
That's not Munchie Cheese.
That's that.
Starlight,
that's
Rainbow Bright. Rainbow Bright.
Yeah, Rainbow
Rainbow
Bright. Yeah, that.
Oh,
Here we go. And this is the video. This is the song that was big in Israel. I need it on a t-shirt.
Israel.
Yes. It's called, I think, TLC.
Mr. Beavis, you're bopping. I can see you bopping.
it's a catchy tune.
It is a catchy tune.
Big in Israel.
So is COVID.
That was terrible.
Who are these
This is
guys?
so 80s. That's the orderlies
Yes, the orderlies. Yes.
or
And
disorderlies.
Yes, this order.
This is where TLC got the idea.
Man,
And
They
so
bit
did,
'em.
and so did the Fat Boys. They had a whole ass movie about being disorderly.
hey, I'm Jan. Okay, the funny thing is, like, all right, and it comes up here now and every once and then when my kids hear my Apple thing. It's like, oh, okay, they'll be like, oh, there's a song on there about, name some random 80s, like, kind of cheesy group or whatever. And then the next song will be like, fuck you, motherfucker, put 30 shots in your ass. But, it's just like, what in the world? Like, it's just, I have diverse music.
That's one way of putting it.
Yeah.
Did y'all ever see that movie with Drew Barrymore and man, what's his name? Hugh
Adam
Grant.
Sandler? Music and videos or whatever, or
Yeah.
something like that. Walmart has that. I don't, but yes, I've never seen it.
Apparently, if you would have seen it, you would have been like, you would have referenced this immediately because this is basically a rip off of this, or this is exactly like that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Saban. She's well, y'all. If y'all were concerned that she wasn't gonna make it up.
I had a feeling. Oh,
Big
is it
year.
over? I'll keep it 1,000. She is very nice looking,
Mm-hmm.
and like I said, I've watched plenty. See, I saw Lionel Richie's name there, so
Yeah,
he got some credit on here.
I'm sure he gets something for this.
He signed contracts that he probably never read, and he probably got an extra $500 for that or so.
Well, it took a lot of courage to share this with his producer.
You ain't lying. Brother Beavis, are you still a friend of the producer after this?
I've got some soul searching to do.
Yeah.
Hold up. He lived through me in Rock and Roll Express. Damn it. How does this not? These worlds collide, sir. Those worlds collide.
Look, I am blood related, and we was too poor to not have two televisions. So, and I was dumb or whatever. But yes, my luck, I can't get away from it technically. But Brother Beavis had a choice.
Yeah,
he was not related at the time.
I'm just saying, it at the age I was, that made sense. Okay, it made sense. It would have made no sense, even probably, and that's 13, even at 14, 15, that probably doesn't even happen. Like I was at that time.
Well,
I'm talking about me.
About 84, 85.
That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about from this was like if it came on in September of 84, I was 13.
Right.
And so I'm saying like if I'm going from like where I'm from 14, 15 or 15, 16 ish, there's no way I would have hung out with this. There's no way as hot as she is or was.
Wait a minute. I'm 2 years older than you. So that means I was, or something I was doing.
But you weren't watching that. You were only watching it because I might have forced it to watch on the TV. It wasn't like you were watching it for enjoyment, because there's no enjoyment.
I would have studied my French.
Look, man. All I know is now I'm going to be on the lookout for cons that have Robbie Rist, Steve Alterman, and Gabriella Nelson at it. That I'm going to be like, look. And I need to find that dude to see if I can get that shirt off of Hot Topic myself for my kid video shirt, because it needs to go into the workout rotation. That's all I'm saying. So that's it. All right, y'all. So that ends episode 3. We didn't do a full watch along because again, it's not really watchable. It's not really watchable. I mean, unless there's, and maybe in them 27 episodes, there's a Gabriella or Carla
don't
episode.
Do it. She's been underage.
No. A Carla episode where there's just nothing but her in it. That would be great. But beyond that, like I just can't. So again, we'll be back for this. As I alluded to before with y'all, our next up group person will be Will Stacks, our longtime friend, Mr. Waters. He is going to come on and hit us with the Herculoids and Thundar the Barbarian.
That's
gonna.
It's a double.
Yeah, he gets the double. So he's gonna. I think he's gonna hurt himself, to be honest with you, because
Thundar is great.
Yeah, I don't know, sir.
It was great for 1980.
It's still great.
We'll see, but yeah, we'll come through. And I got another person lined up as well. She used to host our Archie show when they were watching Riverdale for us, and I will save her pick. She did not go with a girly show, so that'll at least help us out in that regard.
What did she go with?
Don't tease us. It's a surprise. It's a surprise.
Look, you just surprised me And
I
look,
sent
my
you
heart
this-
can't take it.
I sent you this PowerPoint ahead of time.
Yes, you
so
sent
you
it
can
to
start
me.
getting your
but
jokes together.
I don't. This is all natural.
I got you. So, all right, y'all. So again, SoundCloud, iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, all of those places. On YouTube, I think it'd be a lot better because you need to see my chart of, the
That was
chart.
the highlight for me.
Yeah, the chart, it really explains it, I think, in a better way than any other words could do. So, check that out. All right, y'all. So as a producer and the cartoon and serial sounder starts to play us out, I am signing off. Go ahead and sign off, Brother Beavis.
All right.
You were exposed to something new. It was your first time.
I
That's
learned
not
something
the best
today.
word for
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
That's not a great thing.
I hope it was gentle. Go ahead. It's 2 D's, Kid Video, sir. Kid Video, 2 D's.
Yeah.
For
Well,
a
the
double
other D
dose of
stands
his
for
pimping.
yeah. Yes, this brought me back, and I hope I can come back.
Oh, we'll see everybody for week 4. Bye, everybody.
See it.
Bye. Goodbye. Holy mackerel.